Hello my dear children, once again welcome to our online class. Hope you all are fine over there. Children, in the previous session we have covered our chapter 6, that is electromagnetic induction. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is alternating current, AC. That is our 7th chapter. And what do you mean by AC? AC, from the name itself, it is alternating current. That means the magnitude of AC changes continuously with respect to time. Okay, and you may know the difference between AC current and DC current. DC current is supplied by the battery and it will be a steady current. It does not change its magnitude with respect to time. Not magnitude, actually direction with respect to time. So today let's discuss the most important aspects of AC current and also the different types of AC circuits. So let's get started with today's session, my dear children.
Okay children, so let's start our new chapter, that is chapter 7, alternating current. First, let's discuss about the basic concepts of alternating current or AC. So what do you mean by AC or alternating current? Alternating current is defined as the current that varies like a sine function with respect to time. That means if we consider a waveform like this represents the alternating current. Here you can see it is a sine wave. Okay, it starts from origin and the value of current will oscillate between maximum value and a minimum value. So if we consider this portion, this is the maximum value and this is the minimum value. Again, this is the maximum value but in the reverse direction. Again, minimum value. Again, maximum value in the positive direction, minimum value. Maximum value in the negative direction, minimum value. So the value of this AC current will oscillate between maximum value and minimum value. In case of AC, the current is changing its magnitude at every instant of time. Here it's very clear the magnitude of AC current changes. If you consider this point, at this point this will be the magnitude of current. But at this point this will be the magnitude of AC current. At this point this will represents the magnitude of AC current. So at each point the current is changing its magnitude. The direction of current will be clockwise and anti-clockwise and it keeps on repeating. Just like this, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. This will be the direction of current. Okay, that's why it switch over between the positive value in the positive direction, maximum value in the positive direction and maximum value in the negative direction. And also the frequency of AC current or AC is defined as how fast the electrons are changing their directions. You know, current is produced due to the movement of electrons and in the case of AC current, the electrons change their direction. If in one cycle it rotates in the clockwise direction, then in another cycle it will move in the anti-clockwise direction. So how fast the electrons are changing their directions, that defines the frequency of the AC. Okay, so this is about the fundamental concepts of AC. Always the magnitude of current changes at every instant of time. Next, if we consider an example, see if frequency is 20 Hz, what does it mean? The electrons are moving back and forth 20 times in a second. Okay, so if electrons are moving like this, see, at first it moves back, then it moves forward, then again back, forward, like this. So in 1 second, how many times electrons change their direction? If in 1 second the electrons change their direction 20 times, that means the frequency of AC current is 20 Hz. At the same time, our DC voltage gives rise to a DC current. DC voltage means the current obtained from a battery or accumulator. So DC voltage gives rise to DC current. Similarly, AC voltage gives rise to AC current. And alternating current is expressed as I equal to Im sin omega t. This expression is very important and you must remember this expression. This is the way to represent the AC. Im sin omega t. Just I means it's a DC current and Im sin omega t means it is an AC current, where Im is the maximum value or peak value of AC current. So if we consider or if you represent AC current like this will be the peak value of AC current, and this distance from origin to that point, that distance can be considered as Im. Okay, now alternating voltage in AC is expressed as V equal to Vm sin omega t, where Vm is the amplitude of that wave and Vm means the peak value of voltage or maximum value of voltage. So if we plot voltage along the y-axis, then this value represents the peak value of voltage, that is Vm. Okay, so you must remember both the expressions. Im sin omega t means AC current and Vm sin omega t means AC voltage or alternating voltage. Okay. Now what is the cause of this alternating current? If we consider a rotating magnet, so when a rotating magnet is considered instead of a steady magnetic field, then both the poles of the magnet will keep on changing. As a result, the direction of electrons also gets reversed, because whenever the magnetic field changes, current is induced. So when this magnetic field, when the poles of this magnet keeps on changing, as a result, the direction of electrons also gets reversed. Okay, and this results oscillation of electrons which give rise to current, and this current is known as alternating current. So on the screen you can see the graphical representation of alternating current. Okay, so this is the peak value of the current and this is the Im, the peak value of current. It is denoted as Im, and this is also Im. Here also you can see Im in the negative direction, but this Im represents the maximum value in the negative direction. Okay. Now how can you compare between AC and DC? See, in the case of direct current, electron flow in one direction, isn't it? But in the case of alternating current, electron flows in both the directions. Now, in the case of direct current, electron flow only in one direction, from positive to negative terminal of the battery. But in the case of alternating current, it's not like that. Now, magnitude of DC remains constant. If the magnitude is 1 ampere, it will be 1 ampere always until we change the voltage. But here the magnitude varies with respect to time. At each instant of time, AC possesses different values of current. Then this DC current can be stored in batteries, but our AC current cannot be stored in batteries. And example for DC is batteries. Batteries is the source of DC, but at the same time AC generators and mains are the source of AC. And the current that we are getting for our household purposes, it's an AC current. Next, in this lesson we need to study about different types of AC circuits. The first one among them is resistive AC circuit. So what do you mean by resistive AC circuit? On the screen you can see a purely resistive AC circuit. Circuit consists of only one resistance and one AC source. Okay, so this is the AC source. You just look at the symbol. This symbol represents AC. Okay, this represents AC, and this is the resistance or resistor of resistance R. So this circuit consists of only one resistor and an AC voltage source. So such type of circuit is known as AC, purely resistive AC circuit. Okay, so in resistive AC circuit there will be only resistors and no other circuit elements will be present. So consider this circuit. This is the resistive AC circuit. Now, what is the input AC voltage? See, this voltage is the input AC voltage, and you know how can we express AC voltage? AC voltage is Vm sin omega t. And as per Ohm's law, we know that V equal to IR, where I is the current flowing through the circuit. Okay, then here in the case of AC circuit, our V is Vm sin omega t. So just substitute V equal to Vm sin omega t here in this equation. So you will get Vm sin omega t equal to IR. From this, what is I? Therefore, I is equal to, bring R to LHS part. So you will get I equal to Vm sin omega t by R. So that is written here, Vm by R into sin omega t. So this is the amount of current which flows through the circuit. And instead of this Vm by R, we can give an expression that is Im. Okay, so Vm by R is equal to Im. Im means the peak value of current or the current amplitude. Okay, so this is the expression for AC voltage, and this is the expression for AC current. I equal to Vm by R sin omega t, or I equal to Im sin omega t, where Im equal to Vm by R. When you compare both these expressions, you will understand Im is equal to Vm by R, and Im is the peak value of current or current amplitude. Okay, so how will you express the AC voltage? It's Vm sin omega t. And what is the expression for AC current in a purely resistive circuit? It is Im sin omega t, where Im is equal to Vm by R. So Vm means the peak value of voltage, and R is the resistance of the resistor connected in the circuit. Okay. So what is the conclusion? If alternating voltage is applied to a circuit which has only a resistor, then the current flowing through the circuit will also be the alternating current. Isn't it? So here we provided an alternating voltage to this resistive circuit. So what was the current? The current was Im sin omega t, which is also an alternating current. So whenever an alternating voltage is provided to an AC, purely resistive AC circuit, the alternating current starts to flow through the circuit. Okay, so this means the current flowing through the circuit is also a sinusoidal wave function. Next is the graphical representation of voltage and current. So here at the same time we are representing voltage and current of an AC simultaneously on the same graph. Okay, so you know Im is equal to Vm by R. So which is greater, Im or Vm? Yeah, this equation implies Vm is greater than Im, isn't it? Because Im is obtained by dividing Vm by R. So obviously Im will be less than Vm. So Im is less than Vm. That means the peak value of current will be less than the peak value of voltage. So the amplitude of AC voltage will be greater. So here the blue line represents, or the blue wave represents the AC voltage, and this black line represents the AC current. See here the magnitude of current, that means Im, is less than the magnitude of Vm, because Im is less than Vm. So you must represent the VI graph of purely resistive circuit like this. So this is the VI graph of purely resistive circuit, and this graph gives the variation of voltage or current with respect to time, or omega t, of a purely resistive circuit. So in a purely resistive circuit, the magnitude of current is less than the magnitude of voltage, hence the voltage peak will be higher than the current peak. But at the same time we can say both voltage and current start together, isn't it? Here current starts from origin, at the same time voltage also starts from origin. Now current reaches maximum at this point. Voltage reaches maximum at this point itself. Again, current becomes minimum at this point, that is pi. Voltage becomes minimum at pi itself. Again, current increases in the reverse direction and becomes maximum here. Voltage also increases in the negative direction and becomes maximum here. Again becomes minimum at 2 pi. It goes on like that. That means both voltage and current reach their maximum value, then 0, and then their minimum value at the same time. Okay, so if such a relationship is observed between voltage and current, we can consider voltage and current as in phase with each other. So in a purely resistive circuit, voltage and current are in phase with each other because both of them reach the maximum value 0 and minimum value together. Okay, and what is the average current over a complete cycle? See here, what is one cycle? When the one complete wave is over, we can say that is one complete cycle is over. If we consider this portion, this forms one complete cycle. So for the first cycle, this is the positive cycle, value of voltage will be plus V. And here for the negative cycle, value of voltage will be minus Vm. Similarly, the value of current will be plus Im for the positive cycle. But for the negative cycle, the value of current will be minus Im. So for a complete cycle, what will be the total or the average current? Average current is Im minus Im equal to 0. And average voltage will be Vm minus Vm plus Vm minus Vm, that is 0. So average current over a complete cycle is 0. Similarly, average voltage over a complete cycle is 0. So for a purely resistive AC circuit, average current and average voltage over one complete cycle is 0. Okay, and what is the instantaneous voltage? Instantaneous voltage is Vm sin omega t. V equal to Vm sin omega t. And what is the instantaneous value of current? Instantaneous value of current is I equal to Im sin omega t, where I is the instantaneous value of current. So this is about the graphical representation of voltage and current for a purely resistive AC circuit. So you must always remember to draw a higher peak for the voltage, and the current peak must be lower than the voltage peak because the magnitude of current is less than that of voltage. And both are in phase with each other. Average current and average voltage over one complete cycle is 0. Okay.